the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Sylvester. That is caught by Cohen. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Outlaw. 53. Mike 53. Let's go. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Come on.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Hey, let's go. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. Watch one. 53 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the run, this is Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
General West. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st and 10, Nix into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Nix looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10-2 stop. You draw forward. Let's go, B, let's go. Now.
On first down, Nix over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Nix.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Throw it behind him. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, exit. Check my 45. Check my 45. Hey.
Off the play fake. Nix. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Ready?
On 4th down, Nix. And this is Shepard on the catch. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 2.
Pilot, 64, weak. Give me, hey, zoom. Give me that ball, defense. Alert 3. Let go.
On 3rd and 2, Sylvester gonna let one fly for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 10 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
Good route. Good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check it out, read. 61, matchbox, lights. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Kirk, complete. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And this is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Giants 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 24 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Sylvester. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Nix. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 46-yard line.
Let it break.
51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now.
1st down, a run with Cohen. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Big grip, big grip.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is Ball security, number one. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 53 is marked. Here we go. Check 24. Check.
You draw Corker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off the play fake. Nix. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Number 53.
X3. 218. Chop.
Throwing on first down. Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Let's go. 50. Plant. Pilot. 64. Weak.
You get block me.
Check. Hard. Hey. Wahoo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
On the ready.
What we got?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Set. Recon, 132 fighter.
First down, Giants.
Let's go.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Nix. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense stay? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Ready, set. 6-6, pull it high. Watch the safety creep. Greystone, travel. 2.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nix buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Before we talk a lot about pregame speeches, what are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 51, go.
On 3rd down, Sylvester. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw on 2nd down, Nix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
.31 yards on the punt there, and the Bears take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
24 is the mark.
Ready?
On first down, Sylvester. Throwing right, and that's complete. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Post formation. Come on, boys, come on.
Throwing on first down, Sylvester. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again, Sylvester. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
24 is the mark. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Sylvester. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Watch the skate. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Nix. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Sylvester going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Ready.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's get that home.
On 4th down, Nix. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tim Williams and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready. 8, read.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Looking to throw. Sylvester. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, foxtrot. Now.
2nd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Nix. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Nix. Big hold of the 30. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, when the not savers, yeah, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.